My name is Tori Starks, and I'm a member of the New Beta chapter at the University of Mississippi and received the 2022-2023 Helen Holler Scholarship from the AOII Foundation. We know that as women of AOII, we demonstrate generosity, compassion, and commitment to supporting our sisterhood and securing the future of Alpha Omicron Pi. The Foundation invests in our sisters and inspires a lifetime of giving to innovative leadership, educational, and philanthropic causes. For the 2022-2023 academic year, thanks to contributions from AOII alumni chapters, collegiate chapters, members, and friends, the Foundation awarded 168 scholarships totaling $390,500. 77% of women who applied received a scholarship. With the help of Morgan Patterson, who will introduce herself in a bit, we would love to share with you some tips which will help your scholarship application really stand out. First, let's chat a bit about eligibility and what you will need to apply, as well as how the funds can be used. Every member of the fraternity in good standing is eligible during her lifetime for one undergraduate and one graduate scholarship. Undergraduate winners must be registered as full-time students during the 2023-2024 academic year. Graduate winners may be full-time or part-time students. Applicants must be registered for a minimum of 6 credit hours over the course of the 2023-2024 academic year. Current members of the Fraternity Executive Board, Foundation Board of Directors, Properties Board of Directors, and their immediate family members, including their daughters, sisters, granddaughters, mothers, etc., are ineligible during the period of their service. A scholarship applicant who has previously submitted a scholarship application must submit a new application each year in order to be considered. In order to complete your application, you will need the following items: 2 letters of recommendations, a complete list of Alpha Omicron Pi chapter involvement, community involvement, academic awards, and work experience, and finally, the most recent copy of your academic transcripts. Scholarship funds are to be used toward educational expenses only, including tuition, course-related fees, etc. Alpha Omicron Pi membership dues are not eligible educational expenses.
Thanks, Tori. As Tori said earlier, my name is Morgan Patterson. I'm a member of Omega Sigma chapter at Oklahoma State University and received the 2022-23 Muriel T. McKinney Scholarship from the Alpha Omicron Pi Foundation. I will review 6 tips which we think can really show the scholarship evaluators how wonderful and accomplished you are. We recommend that you start as soon as possible. Essays and written responses can be tedious, but help share who you are, your values, and your passions with our evaluators. It's important to start early and not procrastinate. Here you can see a sample timeline which we think allows you time to provide responses to be proud of instead of being rushed or frustrated with the process. Reading and following instructions is imperative. This will help you fully understand what is being asked and help you to provide responses that will get the attention of your evaluators. If you follow the timeline from the previous slide, you won't need to rush and can read through the application once or twice to make sure you don't miss a step which could potentially get your application disqualified. Over the next couple of slides, you will see excerpts from some of our top scholarship recipients. You are welcome to pause the presentation on each slide to read through the full excerpt. Following the directions provided in this excerpt provided by Allie, she shares a list of her leadership and community activities, which includes roles, responsibilities, and time frame. This is an excellent snapshot. Like Allie, when providing information about your involvement in AOII and your community, be thorough and proud of all of that you have accomplished. Highlight all academic, community, and chapter awards. Provide examples of your work experience that also contribute to these objects. Each of the 3 essays have a maximum number of words. Your answers cannot exceed this limit. This means you must be thorough but also concise. Get personal, share a story, and provide examples. Be your own PR person. Be confident in your best qualities so that the scholarship evaluators know that not only do you really want the scholarship, but you clearly deserve it. In the samples you see here, Ileana supplied a fabulous and concise response to the question, which of your traits best represent our 4 founders? Her response was direct and to the point, and shared examples from her life connecting her with our founders. Your application and your written responses present your best self on paper to someone who has not met you before. You want the evaluator's first impression to focus on the content of your application and not any errors. Take the time to review and proofread. We highly recommend reaching out to your chapter advisor, another trusted mentor, or your recommender to proofread the application. You are required to have 2 recommendations. Your recommender should know you personally and can speak to your leadership, volunteerism, and/or professional activities. Recommendations from other current collegians, family members, and/or friends will not be accepted. Here are some examples of acceptable recommendation sources. Any member of the chapter advisory board, especially your own advisor, an alumna of AOII, current or former professors, a current or former employer, or a manager where you volunteer. Providing your recommenders with a resume of your activities, leadership accomplishments, and awards or honors is a great way to assist your recommender and give them a head start. They may know you personally, but they may not know concrete examples of how you have exemplified this across your collegiate or alumna career. In the sample excerpt provided by Courtney's recommender, her professor provides specific details about Courtney's field of study as well as some of her academic achievements. In the full recommendation, the recommender goes on to share additional accomplishments in a volunteer role which the professor supervised. You can see that the recommender truly knows Courtney and is clearly enthusiastic about her recommendation. Bonus tip, it's important to show gratitude to the people who are recommending you. This may only be the first time they write your recommendation, but there may be other opportunities in the future, and by thanking them will go a long way if you need to ask them again for their assistance.
Thanks, Morgan, for sharing all our secrets to success. We think that if you follow these tips, it will help you to stand out when the scholarship evaluators are reviewing your application. If you have any questions, reach out to Katie Bertotti at the AOII Foundation. Don't forget the scholarship application closes on February 1st. Good luck, and I wish you all nothing but the best.